Chad Butler, better known as Pimp C, member of UGK, passed away on Tuesday, December 4th of this year. He was found laying dead in his bed at Mondrian Hotel of West Hollywood, California. 3 days prior to that, he was scheduled to have a performance with Too Short at the House of Blues in LA. Investigators are still doing their research and trying to figure out the cause of the death. Now, celebrities such as Snoop Dogg, Jay-Z, and Scarface is supposed to be in attendance. Unfortunately, they could not make it. I'm here today in Port Arthur, Texas at the Bowers Civic Center where the funeral is being held. And it seems to me the celebrities that are in attendance right now is LaToya Luckett, Little Webby, Magic Don Juan, Slim Thug, and Chamillionaire. Behind me, you will see some of the fans that could not get in because of their attire. You had to dress appropriate for the occasion. Also, the security, the policemen, the forces are right here checking people as they go in. You cannot bring any type of cameras or any type of digital electronics inside of the venue. And this is requested by the family. And we got a chance to interview some of the people that was in line waiting. And they've been here since 8 o'clock this morning to show their love and pay their respects to their dear friend and their dear friend rapper and hometown celebrity, Pimp C.
Pimp C, he's just hilarious. He's funny. I don't think there's going to be anyone around here that can say the things that he said. He was able to speak his mind and say it in a way that other people wouldn't be able to say it, you know.
How long you been out here?
I got here at 9:40. Been standing in line since about, 45 minutes.
The weather did not stop fans from attending the funeral to show their support and pay their respects. The line started to form around 8 a.m. this morning and grew longer as 11 a.m. approached. Armed forces and policemen was on standby the entire time from the beginning to the end to make sure everything was ran smoothly. People traveled from all over Texas to attend Pimp C's funeral today, and today he will be remembered.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Was lost, but now I'm found.
With Pimp C?
Yeah.
What was your most memorable moment?
Man, there's too many of them just to remember one. You know, his whole life was, you know, he's a very animated person, and you know, he's one of the people that was very, very authentic about everything that he felt. Like, it was times when, you know, one in particular, like Pimp had got out of jail, and there's this car that I had that he wanted, and I gave him the car, and I told him, you know, the deal that we got is that as long as you don't tell nobody that I sold you the car, you know, I mean, that I gave you the car, that I want you to tell everybody I sold it to you. And then later, right a little bit after that, Pimp started going everywhere telling everybody that I sold him the car. And I was like, I thought you told her you were gonna tell him that I gave him the car, and I thought you was gonna tell everybody that I sold it to you. And he was like, nah, man, I gotta keep it real. I can't be going out here lying. And that's how he was. He was like, he couldn't tell you no lies. So every time he'd pick me up, it would be times when I was going through it with Paul Wall, when me and Paul Wall used to be a group, and he would pick me up and I'd do a record, and I wouldn't even be saying nothing about Paul, but he would think I would, and he'd call me up and be like, man, are you saying something about Paul? Y'all brothers, y'all shit, you know? That's how he was, like a father figure to a lot of people. So,
how was your relationship with Pimp C?
Well, my relationship with was a friend, a spiritual advisor, and he considered me a mentor.
Here it is, right here. Boom, he put us in that, we in there.
Yeah, well, you know, the last, few days of working on this project, I took him by to do some tracks with Snoop Dogg, and one of the songs they recorded that be coming out on Snoop Dogg new CD in February, Ego Trip and His Friends. Him and Pimp C put that one together.
For, you know, you being young, you looked up to him, right? How did you feel today at the funeral?
I mean, I feel great. You know, I really applaud Mama West for getting up there and with all that courage. And, you know, she, at the end of her speech, she said, church. And I mean, that was what it was all about. You know, I mean, we're not mourning his death. We're celebrating, you know. I mean, he's going down a legend. So I was just very proud. So
thank you so much.
The sermon covered it all. The sermon was an excellent sermon. The pastor's subject was, it's hard out here for a pimp, but it's hope where Christ is concerned. So I leave everybody with that hope, because that I have, and we can move on with that. Thank you.
He's going to leave a legacy that's going to be very positive, and we're going to continue it, and you know, we're going to try to keep the torch going, you know. Remember him right.
Thank you so much.
All right.
In the seats like it on top of the cover, money on the dresser, drive a compressor, top notch hoes get the most, not the least.